She's coming for all of our necks. Like, how is it that all of these songs so far sound like they could be title tracks? Hello, Claire Bears. It's Elsie. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. Today, I'm reacting to a monumental moment in Twice history. Can I say a monumental moment? Those aren't synonymous. It's not like I'm saying a momentous moment. Wow, already getting sidetracked, not even 10 seconds into the video. All this to say, big moment for Twice history because we have their leader, Jihyo, with her debut album, Zone, which I will be reacting to today. This video is going to be a two-parter because for some reason, full album reactions are the devil to JYP, and I have learned that any video with more than 4 songs from an album will get blocked. So this first video is going to cover Killin Me Good, Talking About It, and Closer. And then part 2 of this reaction, which I will be uploading at the same time as this part, will be covering Wishing on You all the way to the final song, which is Nightmare. So after this train wreck of an introduction, shall we get to the video? But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. I didn't realize until now how much I truly committed to the orange motif. Holy shit, relax, relax, relax. For today's beverage of the day, I have a can of Strongbow. Not the most original of cider choices, I must say, but you know, Strongbow for a strong woman like Jihyo? That was a stretch, I realized that. So let's get started here with Killin Me Good, the title track for Jihyo's debut album. So for some reason in my brain, having to react to only 7 things in a video that I'd have to split into 2 parts was hurting my brain. So I decided that I would react to the Killin Me Good music video and then I would react to the performance video after that. So you'll be getting double the helping of Killin Me Good reaction in this video. I'm still a baby once, you know, still getting to know the different members of Twice, but the vibe that I had gotten from Jihyo so far was that she was kind of like the dad of Twice. So I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to be reflected in her music and if she goes in more of a direction of her music sounding like an extension of Twice, or if she's really going to carve her own path and really separate herself from Twice's music. Or maybe it'll be somewhere in the middle, who knows? So let's get started with Killin Me Good. Who's calling her?
잘 도착했어? 아니, 나 TV 보고 있었어.
I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
Ooh. This is groovy.
Something that I can't deny.
Oof, those vocals.
Something that I can't explain.
I'm gonna be freaking out over her voice this whole album. I'm losing all my senses. Same, honestly. Ooh. I love this beat. Oh my gosh. It's wild how she can just be so captivating in these moments of glamour and absolutely tearing it up with the choreography, but then at the same time also be so captivating when she's just lying on a couch without makeup on, or there's kind of like a candid shot being taken of her in her kitchen. Like, it's honestly just the charisma that she has and the presence. It's truly like unmatched. I feel like there are few female idols in the K-pop world who can measure up to Jihyo in terms of just that like pure star power. See, just like hanging out in her kitchen. Take me so high. Oh my. These lyrics. I love it. She's just like taking control. Ooh. I like the top skirt combo. She can really pull off like any outfit, any color. She's had so many wardrobe changes in this video already. You're dangerously sweet. I'm so addicted. Ooh. Oh my gosh, just like the water coming down. I feel like there's so many iconic scenes of like divas in the pop world that have the rain coming down. I love the instrumental for this. Holy cow. What just happened to me? Like, I don't even know. I went through a journey in that 3.5 minutes. Because, you know, first of all, bop and a half. The song is fun and light and playful while not sounding, you know, too juvenile or, you know, like it's not age appropriate. There's like a maturity to it, you know? And it was so funny because for the start of the video when she was talking on the phone and I had no clue what she was saying, I was still just like so captivated and couldn't like take my eyes away. And you know, whatever man can make Jihyo smile like this and make her look up at him lovingly like this, lucky man, that's all I'm gonna say. Because apparently it's so special. I gotta close my eyes and concentrate. I'm floating on air. Gotta listen to my body and go with it. And I just have to say, I really appreciate the contrast between Misimo's Do Not Touch being the title track and then with Killin Me Good as Jihyo's title track with lyrics like, don't stop, those two words on repeat. I just couldn't think of two more polar opposite title tracks, which are both, you know, completely valid approaches to relationships. Just like so many of the outfit choices in this are spectacular too, like this jumpsuit. Although I'm kind of realizing now, looking at this more closely, you know, this is just my take, but I feel like they did the dancers, the backup dancers, kind of dirty with their outfits. Like the shoes and the pants are cool, but like the tops are odd. Just like the color choices and the shape, I don't know, it just feels odd to me. And then that ending scene is so iconic where it seems like she's wearing his shirt and then says like, you and me are done, and then takes off the shirt and just like moves on immediately. And then the blood splatter of just like Killin Me Good. just iconic behavior, truly. But you know, like jokes aside, I feel like even as a brand new once I even understand just like how monumental it is for Jihyo to be making her solo debut, because I feel like out of all of the idols in the industry, she's someone who spent like the most amount of time training and waited the longest to debut. So to go from that all the way to now being able to debut as a solo artist, I feel like if anyone on earth, if any K-pop idol has earned it, Jihyo has earned it. So, you know, very, very exciting stuff to have this album and to have this music video. So now let us watch the performance video for Killin Me Good. And I'm really excited to see the choreography shine here because I feel like Jihyo is such a fabulous, fabulous dancer. And again, she just deserves that spotlight on her so that she can just truly show the world what she can do. So I'm excited for her to blow me away. Like, I am fully ready to get wrecked. So let's watch the performance video.
Yeah.
The laundromat.
Something that I can't deny.
Whew.
처음이 봤던 그 순간 몸이 낚이는 뭔가. Something that I can't explain.
Oh my gosh.
눈을 감고서 집중해.
She's coming for all of our necks.
내 안에 들리는 소리만 듣고 그대로 따라갈래. I'm losing all my senses. You're taking me to places, and you know that I can say yes. Killing me good.
And the choreography is so like mature too, not just the song. Really feels like her owning her femininity and her power.
Killing me good. You're making me feel something new. Hey, you're making me feel so brand new.
Just like cannot take her eyes off of her.
Oh, you keep on making me say, oh my, oh my. Don't stop, 두다는 말 끝없이 내 귀에 속삭이지. Take me so high. 나에게 널 맡길 시간. 이제 널 위해 준비한 날 보여줄게 너에게만.
I love all these formations and her interactions with the dancers. Just like all the hip swivels and like the touching her body, it's like it's making me speechless, honestly. And I like the look of almost like the wet look of her extensions. Kind of goes with the laundromat theme, you know? I'm so jealous of her legs. They're so long. It's actually awesome to see her just like owning this power so much. She makes it look so easy and so effortless, but it's definitely not. Oh my gosh. That was so fantastic. Like a true queen, honestly. Like really a 10 out of 10 performer. Like I could honestly watch that 10 more times. And oh my gosh, I just realized I was like, after not loving some of the outfits from the backup dancers from the first video, I wanted to see them in this video. And I didn't even notice the outfits, not once, because I just had my eyes on Jihyo the whole time. But you know, I feel like these tops with the cutouts and the kind of sharp or differing angles are pretty trendy right now. But it's interesting how they kind of play with gender for the background dancers, because like you cannot deny Jihyo just oozing with femininity, because you know, from the ankles up, super feminine, but then there's those like Timberland boots, which you know is a very like masculine boot and look. So you know, to pair these two things together feels like a statement. And could you imagine just like walking into your local laundromat and just like Jihyo and her dance crew like absolutely tearing it up? But yeah, further evidence to the fact that Jihyo is an absolute star and can absolutely hold her own as a soloist. But okay, let's get into some of our B-sides now, starting with Talking About It featuring 24K Golden. So I feel like such a boomer right now because I have no idea who 24K Golden is. And it seems like I might be one of the few on earth who hasn't, because multiple songs of his have hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify, where Mood has 1.7 billion streams. Literally never heard this song in my life, but I feel very out of touch with the youths of today. I always find it really interesting and exciting when K-pop artists will collaborate with Western artists. Like some of my favorite songs, like not even just K-pop songs, but just ever songs, are from collaborations. Like I love My Universe from Coldplay and BTS. Coldplay is like top 5 artist for me. I actually really enjoy Do It Like That with TXT and the Jonas Brothers. I could go on, of course, but all this to say, I'm excited to hear what a collaboration is like between Jihyo and this gentleman, Mr. 24K Golden. And an extra special thank you to Che, who is going to provide all of the lyric videos for my reaction. So let's listen to Talkin About It.
Up in my face, up in my space.
Ooh, all English.
Life got me working for a clean slate. Lose my mind.
Who does she sound like? She reminds me of someone.
We can be done with all this bright light. And everyone trying to know about our life. Cause I know that we're rare and we ain't gonna happen twice.
Happened twice.
We
Ooh.
always gonna be the
BB Rexa? She doesn't give me a BB Rexa vibe when she sings in Korean, but for some reason it was like I couldn't place it until she said that like talk about, and that was like really given BB Rexa vibes.
It's way too loud. Let 'em talk it out. We always gonna be the thing they talk about. I don't think they know.
What's cool is this is an all English song. Ooh.
Talking about it.
And like a little bit of oh my gosh. Why can't I think of names? Dua Lipa. Oh my goodness. My brain is just fried today. But like I'm loving the influences on this song, and it's so interesting to hear Jihyo's interpretation of, you know, an all English song and the flavor that she's bringing to it.
Too magical, could barely stay down on the low.
Down on the low. I like that. I love her pronunciation in this. It sounds so like powerful and dramatic. Almost like some Sia in there too. This is like such a bop though. I might actually like this more than Killin Me Good.
So who cares what they talking about? It's unfair that we can't be ourselves together. Run away, let's leave the pressure. You all I need forever. Brand new me, moving too fast. 2023, I'm in a new bag. Undercover denims with a good rap. And if they talking, give us a look at that.
Sorry to the microphone that I just bumped, but I really appreciate about this. I feel like sometimes it can be really rare and sometimes even awkward in collaboration songs where the artists just don't even interact at all. It kind of goes from, you know, it could be theoretically goes to Jihyo's part and then it goes to 24K Golden's part and then it goes back to Jihyo. But I love the interaction that they have in these verses, and it sounds like they're doing it together rather than just like, you know, I have my part, you have my part, then back to me. Like it feels like a true collaboration, which I wish that more artists would do with their collabs. And they go well, like they go together so well. It's just like fun. Oh, this is so good. You know how it's just like sometimes there'll be a collab where it just feels like the other person is kind of there? This is like not that at all. Like, this was so great. Plus, you know, there's some really interesting commentary that's being made here. Like, up in my face, up in my space, life got me working for a clean slate. Might lose my mind until you come by so we can be done with all these bright lights. It kind of sounds like she's over it. If you're someone like Jihyo who's been in the spotlight for as long as she has, you know, closing in on a decade at this point, it feels like one of those things where it's like, yeah, like you deserve, and I can fully understand needing your space and just like sometimes wanting to like yeet yourself out of stardom and fame for even just like a moment, and everyone trying to know about our life because they know that we're rare and we ain't gonna happen twice. I feel like there's a really important conversation that needs to happen in K-pop, and you know, is happening, about, you know, the bodily autonomy of K-pop idols, especially young K-pop idols or underage K-pop idols. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend Alison Stoner's ongoing series talking about the perils of Hollywood, especially for young people. So many people knowing who you are, but you have no idea who they are, and yet they feel some kind of ownership over your body, over your actions, where, you know, in K-pop it's don't date this person, or you must have this body type, or I have the right to follow you at the airport or wherever it might be where I see you in public. I could do an entire video on that topic alone. So, you know, all this to say that I'm just glad that Jihyo is calling this out, saying we're always going to be the thing they talk about. It's way too loud. Let them talk about it. I don't think they know, which could not be a more accurate statement, because I'm not saying all K-pop fans do this, but I see so many people jumping to conclusions about idols' dating rumors, or, you know, questions about their behavior, or even, you know, like the company must be mistreating this person, when, like Jihyo says, I don't think they know. We don't know. We can never have all the context for anything that is going on with any idol, and it's none of our business. So yeah, I love the topic of this song, and that despite all of this, she's feeling like she's still the one who's in control. And then this kind of thing is way too magical, could barely stay down on the low. Up on a stage, we make it so theatrical, and when the lights go down, we're putting on the real show. She's just like putting all her cards on the table here of, you know, our chemistry is just so palpable that it jumps off the screen, it jumps off the stage, and it's not just magic, like it's real. And again, because of the subject matter of the song about just like two people performing together who just have this insane chemistry, I'm glad that they did have so much interaction in the verse that they shared. Like, there's nothing left to talk about because you're here, so who cares what they're talking about? It's unfair that we can't be ourselves together. Run away. Let's leave the pressure. You're all I need forever. Where they're just like pouring the gasoline on the fire of any dating rumor. But, you know, I don't think it's actually about the two of them, but like it's a bigger comment, I think, about just like the unfairness of the fact that idols can't date. And, you know, personally, I feel like idols should be able to date whoever they want, and that idols should just be able to be their authentic selves. And even in the lyrics, they go together so well of, you know, riding around Seoul, there's nowhere for you and me to sneak past. I got Jihyo with me, better not talk back. Like, I don't know, it's just so rare, I feel like, to see collaborations that the artists are just so well meshed together, where it can sometimes, you know, feel like trying to put a square peg in a round hole, but this just feels so cohesive, which is, you know, so important with a song about chemistry. But yeah, I would love to get your thoughts about this song and the topics of this song down in the comments. But, you know, catchy, great lyrics, great vocals, great chemistry. This was just so great. But all right, let's get to the final song here of this part, which is Closer. So we've gotten some upbeat poppy vibes, some sass so far. So are we going to get some more of that with Closer, or maybe are we going to shift gears a little bit? Let's listen and find out.
I just can't leave you alone. Can we get even closer, babe? Get closer. I know you only just met me.
Ooh, some more like sensuality. And the 808. Ooh. I have chills. Her vocals are just so sultry, you know? It's like so soft but so impactful at the same time. I'm surprised by all the English on this album. Ooh. And these like harmonies with herself. And this beat. Like everything is such a bop so far. She does this like pop diva genre so well. Like it almost feels like maybe a Jennifer Lopez song or something like that. It's awesome to hear how many different artists she's evoking while still sounding like Jihyo.
Get closer.
Holy cow, that was a short song, but a good one. Like, how is it that all of these songs so far sound like they could be title tracks? And really kind of building on the initial themes of Killin Me Good by just like fully establishing her femininity and kind of like expressing her power in terms of like her sexuality, of, you know, this like palpable sexual energy between you and somebody else. If you're saying, I know you only just met me, but there's this gravity that's pulling us together. And like, even if you don't say anything, it's telepathy. Like, you can just picture this scene in your head of Jihyo and this other person just like connecting at such this deep level. Like, like I could be wrong, but I think you're ready too. I can just like feel myself blushing. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of Bitte Bitte from BI, which was one of my favorite songs of 2022. Not only just with like the reggaeton meets R&B vibe to it, but also with like the lyrics and just feeling this closeness and connection building with someone. You know, I went into this album with high expectations. Like, I knew it was gonna be great, but like, this really is like freaking great. And I'm really excited to continue, so I'm going to do just that. If you'd like to watch part 2, then you can do so right here, where I'll be reacting to the rest of the album from Wishing You to Nightmare. So I'll see you for part 2, right? I'll see you in a moment. I'll be right back for the rest of the album.